got 10 minutes to game time. Let's all gather around.
Shout out to WKRP in Cincinnati.
Nice.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That's awesome.
Orale Bateau.
That's amazing.
And the legend, Mr. Johnny Bench. Damn. 21 out of 25 on the Orale, Johnny Bench, and Ellie. That's what I'm saying, good sirs. Thank you, thank you.
Is that a throuple?
That's a throuple on a card, that's right. Oh, my brother. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Jump wet nasty. Buddy.
Oh, by the way, baby.
Holy guacamole.
Sweetie.
Damn. That pays for your entire order. Done.
Cool, thank you.
That is a super short print on-card auto Jackson Churio. Damn, brother. All right, pobrecito Altuvito. John McDonald. Holy shit. Talking mushrooms. Jump wet nasty.
Nice.
Bo frickin' Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Not Cocoa Crisp.
Ready, down, put. Play Tecmo metal version.
Sleeve up the Acuna.
I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just an imagination.
What? I am literally crying right now. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Number to 75. Julio Rodriguez on card auto. Ah! Holy shiitake mushrooms! Amazing! Oh my gosh! My friends, my head is gonna explode! Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Last on print, 4 out of 5. Almost last on print anyway. Penultimate on print.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
I could not agree more. Twinkle Doe. Good to have you tonight, my man. There you go, LBBZ. Boom, shakalaka. Oh my Lanta. Oh, Senor Mendoza. And gotta love pack number 4, my brother. Come on. Jump wet nasty. Congratulations, felicidades, Cesar Mendoza. Yes, for the Mets. Oh! Are you kidding me? Mike George, the co-creator of 5 for 5 Baseball, just hit a hawk. Numbered to 10. Wow. Would you just look at it? That is sick. Peanut butter and jealous Mike George. Wow, buddy. Absolutely beautiful. Hand numbered to 10.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. On opening day, an absolutely beautiful Michael Jordan SP1. I love it. There we go, my friends. Oh, I'm so glad you're here to see that.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Congratulations, Bree Imus. In my humble opinion, the best baseball player that walks the planet Earth today. And that is numbered. Gum back parallel first on print. Wow. Congratulations, Bree Imus. I just got instantly more jealous. That is amazing. First on print to 199. Congratulations, Bree Imus. That is sick.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God! Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Wow. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. Bro. Andrew Shumper's head might explode. Oh my Lanta. Kevin O'Brien. You win, sir. Number 210. Bernie Brewer. Topps Dynasty. Relic autograph. I know. I know.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Junk Wax! Nasty. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien, my brother. You win, good sir. Out of a Celebration Mega. That's right, Alex. Holy shiitake mushrooms. 8 out of 10 on the Bernie Brewer. That is magnificent, Kevin O'Brien. And I think that's good karma coming right back to you, my brother. Because you have been nothing short of amazing in this family, my man. Congratulations, Kevin O'Brien. I am so ridiculously stoked to pull that for you, bud.
Yeah. 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 Cards stacked deeper than a triple threat scheme. Ripping wax packs, living every kid's dream. Griffey rookie glow, swing clean and supreme. Julio's on deck, future star on my team. Junk wax vintage, where the legends never die. Pull a Bo Jackson, feel that nostalgia high. MJ, mid-flight, Air Jordan, kissing sky. Flipping cardboard gold, got that twinkle in my eye. Junk wax, where the legends never die. Pull a Bo, feel that nostalgia high. MJ, mid-flight, Air Jordan, kissing sky. Flipping cardboard gold, got that twinkle in my eye. Steve Largent in the slot, icy hands, no doubt. Gritter on shine, what these packs all about. Commons to grails, every pull's a route. Cardboard stories, let the hits knock out. Junk wax, where the legends never die. Pull a Bo, Bo Jackson, feel that nostalgia high. MJ, mid-flight, Air Jordan, kiss the sky. Flipping cardboard gold, got that twinkle in my eye. Dusty gum crumbles, but the thrills stay fresh. Bo's dual sport legacy, no player could contest. Griffey in the corner, swing, dripping finesse. Passing Julio's glow to a world that's obsessed. Pulled a rare hit, now I'm hollering, let's go. Old packs popping with a modern show flow. Largest attitude match, relentless in tow. Stack 'em, rack 'em, this community grows. Junk wax, where the legends never die. Pull a Bo, feel that nostalgia high. MJ, mid-flight, Air Jordan, kiss the sky. Flipping cardboard gold, got that twinkle in my eye.
Well, good evening, you legends.
twinkle in my eye.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, everybody. How the heck are ya? Always amazing to see you on this wonderful Wednesday evening. We have a fun one in store for you tonight, my dear friends. It is release day. And you already know we have a full 2025 hobby break for all of you. Good evening, Danny. Good to see you, Brian Smith. Good to see you, Mr. O'Brien. It's Danny. Good evening, Senor Rendon, my Colorado cousin. Mr. Ernie Larson, I see ya. Corey Bader, I see you too, you handsome son of a gun. Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist. Damn good to see all of you tonight, my dear friends. Good to be seen. I miss you so much. We are going to have so much fun tonight, let me tell you. But you know what we got to do first? Before we get this thing started. And shout out to Kobe Luna over there on TikTok. I see you, El Guapo. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, on this wacky yet very wonderful Wednesday evening, you have just started a possibly inadvertent but still amazing hype train! As always, you legends, you already know. If we take this thing to a glorious level 5, we will give away a Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox tonight. If we take this thing to a magnificent level 11 plus, we'll give away a big boy tonight.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, legends. Let's bust into that nectar of life. Shall we? Oh, by the way, my friends, there is a brand new Bowman break up there in the shop as well, if you would like to go check that out. What's up, Rob Richardson? Damn right, Danny Rendon. I appreciate you, good buddy. Kirk Noah, smacking the notorious ROB with that free 1-month subscription. And Kirk Noah, that is your 216th gifted sub in this family, you legend. Damn. It is so amazing to see each and every one of you tonight, my friends. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Tennessee. I see you, Brian Smith. All right, legends. The first bust of the evening. Oh, yeah. And I am still thirsty. I'm double fisting spicy waters over here, folks. I got to finish the one from this morning. Much better. Super Grover, good evening, legend. Excellent to see you. My fellow Austinite, Mr. Trevor Taylor, what's up, good buddy? Always good to see you, too. And slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire fam-damily up in here. I see you all filing in. Okie dokie. So I have something very special for us tonight. And if somebody sees Jeffro Tull, please let me know. By the way, Richard, I see you over there, Blast Boogie. Thank you so much, good buddy. The Hammer getting involved. Thank you so much. And we are already in Hype Train Level 2, 33%. So we're going to do something special tonight, my friends. I got something for you. So you know, in 2025, Topps, they're using the 1990 as the year that they throw back to, right? So I thought it was only appropriate that we get into some 1990 Topps. And not just any 1990 Topps. How about an entire vending box of 1990 Topps? Let's see if we can't find some Ken Griffey Jr., maybe some Bo Jackson, maybe a Frank Thomas no-name. That's the hunt there, folks. Those are like the white whale. Shout out to Andrew Shump, our favorite devil dog. What's up, brother? Excellent to see you over there on TikTok, good buddy. Hope you had a wonderful Wednesday. All right, folks, so let's get in to this and how we're going to do this, my friends, because check it out. Let me show you something. You can tell that has been unsearched. I like that. And we're just going to grab out a stack every day until we get through this box. Probably the equivalent of a couple of packs. All right. I grabbed that much to start us out. Cool? That's probably like 5 packs, but hey, let's do it. No such thing as too much junk wax. Oh gosh, dang it, the hype train might be pulling into the station, ladies and gentlemen. Ernie Larson, you are not wrong, sir. As always, folks, I am nothing but grateful. If that hype train needs to pull into the station at a hype train level 2, amazing. Good evening, Bree Imus. Excellent to see our favorite Imus in the evening. Hope you and Lolo are having a wonderful one. All right, we start off with old Bob Nepper. Folks, if you can't nip her, and you can't kip her, and you can't sell her, and you can't widen her, and you can't walk her, and you can't Stottlemyre, and no matter how many times you have asked nicely, she won't let you gleeb her in the Torres, you can always just nip her with old Bob Nepper. Kirk Noah smacking the pet flamingo with a free sub. Thank you so much, Kirk Noah. And Andrew Shumper, the family devil dog, just came in and said, "Au contraire, mon frere, that hype train ain't going nowhere." I cannot thank you enough, you legend. And shout out to Rick Sussman, Brian Self, Big Longhorns, Dabber Dabber, and Rippin' Barbecue. Something like that. All right, we have Eric Yeldick, Greg Brock, Chris James, Rosler, Ventura. I heard animals in there, Ventura. I'm sorry, Mr. Chickadance. I thought you were somebody else. Lucan, Dwayne Himes Ward, Brian Downing, Teddy Higuera, Doug Rader. Hey there, Mrs. Junkwax. How you doing? Even better now that you're here. Love you more. How about Coach Prime? That's awesome. I think that's a Dion rookie. It is. It is a Dion rookie. I think we need to give that one away there, folks. Sorry about that, Mark Keys. That one's going to go off to the side, my friend. We're going to use that for a giveaway. All right, we got a little K-Mitch for the Gigantes. Domo arigato, Boston Bill Roboto. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the robot bits. Shout out to you and Miss Julie. Bob and the Melvins. Mikey P. Daryl Evans. Cal Daniels. Rafael Ramirez. Bobby Witt Sr. for the Texas Rangers. Ernie Larson says good evening to the CEO.
Hello, good evening.
That's what we're looking for, Timbo. Mark Williamson. Jeff, I got no muscles. Man. Checklist. Anderson. Litton. Santovina. I love you more, sweetheart. Okay, sounds good. Love you more. Eric the Red. Juan and Emilian Agosto. Aw, Bart Giamatti. The Commish. Rest in peace. The legend, Mr. Tony LaRussa. Juan and Emilian Samwell. Dave Henderson, channeling his inner Fu Manchu. Clutterbuck. Aldred. McMurtry. Benzinger. Spike Owen. The Pallbearer. Belinda Carlisle. Guzman. Leva. Deer in Headlights for the Hammers Brew Crew. Bobby Bonilla. San Francisco's Most Wanted. Terry Kennedy. Slim with a Tilted Bream. Matty Young. Dernier. Harold Reynolds for our Seattle Mariners. McKeon. The Bone. Ken Griffey Jr.'s children's godfather, Mr. J. Buhner. Alex Sanchez, the not-so-dirty Sanchez on the Future Star. Old Double T, and we are not talking about Trevor Taylor. Old Timmy Tufel. Another checklist. Greg Briley, Rookie Cup. Price. Dravecki. Bilardello. Bernie Williams for the Pinstripes. Templeton, the Dime Piece. Raleigh. Dobson. And the legend, Mr. Kirby Puckett. I think that one deserves a skull! Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Smith, you want the Bobby Witt Sr. I can go back and find that, my legend. And Kirk Noah, you want the Jay Buhner. All right, give me just a moment here, folks. There you go. Allow me just a moment, my friends, to put their name on these little bad boys. There you go, gentlemen. And Andrew Schemper of the Family Devil Dog, thank you so much, good sir. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, we are at 95% on Hype Train Level 4. We are so close. There we go. Thank baby Jesus. I don't think we've ever been that close and not made it. So thank you so much, you legends. Whew, you had me there for a moment. Yikes. Thank you so much, Ernie Larson. There you go, James Erickson. You were absolutely right, good buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did hit the official Hype Train Level 5, so we are absolutely going to give away a Hype Train hitbox tonight. And I would love to do that pretty quickly, actually. But let me refresh that shop for the very first time. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I am indeed missing some stuff. We got some new orders up there, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, no problem, Brian Smith. My pleasure, buddy. Got you covered. Shout out to the family over there on TikTok, Kick, Facebook, and YouTube. It is wonderful to have you tonight, you legends. I don't know why, but TikTok keeps putting me under gaming. What the heck? Give me just a moment here, folks. There we go. Excuse me. All right, solid. If you folks would allow me just a shake of a lamb's tail. I need to fill in some break spots. Steve Doctor, you legend. We miss you, buddy. How are you? Big hugs and firm handshakes to one of the OGs of the family. Damn good to see you, Mr. Doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a doctor in the house. All right, give me just a moment, folks. I got to lock in some break spots. And then I am not sure if we have any family rips tonight, actually. We might just be getting into breaks. It is possible. But we shall see how we're sitting here in just a couple of minutes. Oh, Steve Doctor, there is no sorry ever necessary, you legend. Always just grateful to see you when we can, good buddy. Shout out to David Weisel, Mr. Dweezil Zappa, gracing us with his presence. Good to see you, Dave. Making my evening, gentlemen. Hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday. All right, thank you so much for bearing with me while I lock in some break spots here, folks. And then I think we're getting into a break. Our first 2025 tops, or Bowman, excuse me. That's strange. No big deal. All right, so Kirk Noah taking down 4, 5, and 6. There you go, Kirkamus. Thank you so much, good sir. And Steve Doctor, congratulations on those graduations, by the way, good buddy. Mr. Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist, taking spot number 16 in our second Bowman Hobby Break. Of course, my friends, if we fill 2 of these little bad boys tonight, we will break 2 of these little bad boys tonight. Threaten me with a good time. Thank you again, Rob Richardson. And speaking of Mr. Rob Richardson, the guy's so nice he hit the shop twice. How about in our tops celebration? Taking 16, 17, and 18 as well. Excellent. Thank you so much, Rob. I see you, Paul Knight. Good evening, my brother. Hope you have had the most wonderful Wednesday possible. Next, we have Mr. Watson taking down spots 1 and 2 in our second Bowman. Thank you to our railroad employee brother. Legends, there is some brand new stuff up there at junkwaxvintage.com if you would like to take a gander. As always, there is never any pressure, but there is some brand new stuff up there. And also keep in mind that we are going to do our very first Whatnot break tomorrow at 2 p.m. on Whatnot. So if you want to be there, that would be pretty sweet. All right, next we have Mr. Kirk Noah, and that was our last spot, number 1, so we are current. Excellent. All right, I'm going to refresh that shop just one more time and make sure I'm not missing anything. Good evening, Angelo, Senor Oshawada. Excellent to see you, my brother. Ooh, David Weisel and Timbo T. Wood. Snagging down a little family rip. Beautiful. Let's get you locked in, Dweezil. Spot number 30 in Hobby Box number 2. There you go, Legends. So, folks, in our second Hobby Box of 2025 Bowman, plenty of numbers still left. In our box of Celebration, that is only $8 a spot, plenty of numbers left. In our big boy, the 5 Hobby Boxer, still plenty of amazing teams left. And then, my friends, we already have a full 2025 Bowman right over here to my left. So, Timbo T. Wood, let's get into some 2024 Stars and Stripes, my brother, and then we'll get into some family breaks. Allow me just a moment, my friends. I will be right back. Miss Linda, good evening. Nice to see you as well. Hope you and Travi have had the best Wednesday ever. There you go, good buddy. J-Rod asking, did your spots come through for the celebration? Let me check for you, buddy. Mm-hmm. They sure did. They sure did. Came in the middle of the day while I was grading cards today, good buddy. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate you, J-Rod. $4 and $20. Appropriate. There you go, buddy. Got you covered, big man. Okie dokie. Timbo T. Wood, I cannot thank you enough for being the very first family rip of this wonderful Wednesday. Much love and respect to the entire Wood clan. Kevin O'Brien, I love that golden kappa emote, my brother. Beautiful. Kind of like your face. All right, let's do it. For the very first time on this extremely wacky but pretty wonderful Wednesday, we shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Buena suerte, Timbo T. Wood. Oh, you know it, Super Grover. Thank you, good sir. Excuse me. Good evening, Kevin Conlon. How are you, buddy? Empty box there, Timbo. Pack number 4 is to the side. Let's do it. And my dear friends, right after this, we're going to get into a family break. Very first one. Thank you, Kirk Noah. We're going to go a couple at a time on these little bad boys for Timbo. Hey, what's up, Mark? Good to see our favorite wheels of the family. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, good buddy. And if you're not, I hope we can take your mind off it for just a couple of minutes. All right, we start off with Levi Sterling, Ethan Scheffelbein, Austin Overn, Blaine Metz, and that is an autograph to 99. Yeah. There you go, Timbo. That is a 16 and 17U. So that one's going to be a long-term hold, my man. Just leaving that one up for you. Shout out to all of you legends over there on TikTok. We are almost to 600 likes. Thank you so very, very much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. First card on the stand for Timbo. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Jonesy. Perfect time there, Jonesy. How about your buddy, Mr. Charlie Condon, for the Rockies? And that's a pretty one, too. I think that one's going to be numbered to 149. I am so wrong. That is numbered to 75. Nice one, Timbo. Depending on how this kid does, might want to put this one into the pre-grade pile. But might be a little soon to call that. I might hold him for a little bit. I am going to top load that one up for you. Oh, wow. That's better. Alrighty. On the Schmeckel, Carter Holton. Man, these cards are pretty. Bryson Smith. Absolutely right, Kirk Noah. Yes, he is. Michael Massey. Tatum Reeves. And last but not least, you got Ryan Johnson on the Schmeckel. And that one is numbered to 149. 147 out of 149 on the Medium Johnson. All right, moving on. I see you, Kirk Noah. We take those. We take those. I just find that the funniest statement. I don't know why. I know it's very, very common in our hobby, but I just think it's funny. We take those. Like, you don't take some? I guess we have some of you that donate your cards. You do not take them. I guess that's factual. All right, here we go, fam. How about Joravorsky Lane Jr.? Good evening, J-Mac. Excellent to see you, my brother. The Charlie Condon, so nice. We got him twice. Colt Peterson. Lincoln Park Garcia on the Schmeckel. PJ Morlando to 199 on the red Schmeckel. Levi Sterling. McKernan. Gavin Fine. Griffin Loy. David Ramirez to 99 on the purple Schmeckel. Tegan Coons. Jace LaVioletta. Dane Perry with a righteous hockey mullet. Landon Schaefer on the Schmeckel. And I got a hankering for some Hankins. Old Evan Hankins on the purple 299. Excellent. Moving on. I love it. There you go, Danny. My man. Hey, you're supporting the next generation of collectors. I like it. Mr. Frisch, good evening. Kenny Palmer, excellent to see you, buddy. Hope you're all having a magnificent Wednesday. All right, Timbo, this is your penultimate base pack round, good buddy. And we have Mr. Anderson. Carter Johnson. Lucas Franco. That is Wander Franco's little brother. Just kidding. Another Ryan Johnson on the Schmeckel. You're like an 18th of the way to the rainbow on Mr. Ryan Johnson. Oh, my Lanta. Make that a 16th of the way to the rainbow. You got another Ryan Johnson. Holy Ryan Johnson, Batman. How about a Schmeckel? And we're not talking about the parallel. Old Jack Schmeckel. Joey Oakey. Brady Morietta. Mason Pike. Parker Smith. 187 out of 199. Got some Cags. One of the chases of this product. Connor Griffin for the Pirates with a sweet belt buckle. Johnny Ward, you giant, smiling, handsome son of a gun. How are you, my brother? Anthony Brown, Jr. Great Scott. And David Ramirez. Last but not least on another Schmeckel. Very nice. All right, Timbo T. Wood. Last base pack magic, and I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen like it's owing you back child support money. I see over there on TikTok, you legends. Thank you. We are over 1,000 likes. We broke the 1,000 like mark this evening. I saw that, Corey Bader. Caglione looking like a world beater. All right, here we go. Got some TGA. Old Trey Gregory Alford. Oscar Melendez. Rookie Shepherd. That is fantastic. Somebody is going to pull a rookie Shepherd, rookie autograph. I'll see myself out. How about Josiah Morris on the Schmeckel? Thomas Brown, 20th on print to 149 on the blue Schmeckel. Deuce Gorson, some Deuce. Cooper Williams, Parker Smith, Cooper Rummel, and number to 99, J.C. Pacheco. Finishing off your base packs there for you, Timbo. Mr. Mike Murray, good evening, legend. Excellent to see you, dude. And like I said, folks, slowly but surely, we are getting the whole fam-damly in here. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around you, legends. Hope you've all had a wonderful day. All right, Timbo T. Wood.
One down, one to go.
Good luck, buddy. I hope so. Excellent to see you, Mr. Murray. Hey, what's up, Paul Bailey? Another OG of the family. Nice to see you, buddy. Ooh. Looks like we might have a lower numbered one here, buddy. Kyle and the Swiss Family Robinson. Will Adams. Wade Shelley. There you go. Number to 25. Tegan Coons on your cracked ice autograph. How about third on print? Not too shabby. Sleeve it and top loading that one for you, Timbo. We'll have to keep an eye on that young man. That is an 18U, so we might see him pretty soon. That one goes in a 35-point junk wax vintage top loader. All right, moving on to 199. Avon Cabral on the red Schmeckel. Malcolm in the middle, Moore. Tucker Long. Ethan Anderson. Oh, hello. Number to 49 on a jumbo patch. Trey Ebel. That is a 15-year-old. And last but not least on the Vector, Josiah Morris. And that is 10th on print to 49. Good evening, Derek Evanson. Nice to see you, buddy. Hope you have had a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for popping that face in here, good sir. Top loading these up for Timbo. Thank you as always, Timbo T. Wood. That was a magnificent way to start the evening, if I do say so myself. I think your relic is going to go in a 100-point top loader. Man, I'm good. Nice one, Timbo. That's a giant patch, sir. Alrighty, and let's top load that last autograph for you, buddy. So you got a Condon to 75, one autograph to 99, another autograph to 25, and the jumbo patch to 49. And that one to 49 as well. Not too shabby there, Timbo T. Wood. I see you, Rob Richardson, right? All joking aside, I think they use their Stars and Stripes uniforms for those, which is kind of cool. Allow me just a moment. J Max says the Topps high number heritage brings you to 2024 heritage. Well, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, my brother. Thank you. We'll get that figured out. All right, all right. Oh, that sounds awesome, Derek Evanson. Very cool, brother. Nice. Okie dokie, legends. Oh, we are almost to 1,500 likes over here on TikTok. Damn. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you. Lonnie, good evening, our resident rock star. I think you're holding that junk wax vintage package, good sir. And I'm so excited for you to receive that package. A couple of weeks coming. Thank you for your patience on that, big man. I'm so sorry that one got returned to us. Gosh dang it. Mikey, too. We just ripped into a beautiful box of Stars and Stripes, and now it is break time, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to refresh that shop and just make sure that I'm not missing anything. We good. Okie dokie. Derek Evanson says, Dalen, did you see I'm in the hospital? I did not. I hope you're okay, Derek Evanson. Sincerely, I'm so sorry you're in the hospital, buddy. Big hugs, firm handshakes to you. As I always say, my friend, if you're not having the best day ever, I sincerely hope that I can take your mind off of it for just a few minutes. I'm so sorry to hear that, Derek Evanson. I hope everything's okay, buddy. Much love to you. All right, my dear friends. Let's see if we can't take Derek Evanson's mind off of being in the hospital, shall we? Let's get into some 2025 Bowman. Now, my dear friends, I'm going to ask you to do me a solid. Would you either make a mental note of what numbers you have, or probably the best thing to do is just screenshot this list right meow. Because in a minute, I'm going to randomize it, and this is not going to be on the screen. Hey, thank you so much, Jonesy. I hope so. That would be amazing. All right, I'm going to give you a couple more seconds, everybody. All right. Has everybody either remembered what spots they have or screenshotted the list? I hope so. Have I given a fair amount of time? I hope so. Okie dokie. Let's randomize this little bad boy. Humongous shout out to Miss Rachel for snagging us this sweet little dice tray that we use on a nightly basis. Oh, wow. How about lucky number 9? Nine it is. Brian Smith, good guess, my brother. You just seem to get every single one of them right, my man. That's crazy. You must be psychic. All right, you legends. 9 times. Good luck, my dear friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. There you go, legends. I will give you just a couple of minutes. Kevin O'Brien, you are an absolute legend. I cannot thank you enough, good buddy, for paying that forward to the family. As I have said before, my friends, and I will say it again, and I never apologize for the redundancy, I truly believe that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby, right here in the JWVCC.
Oh, yeah.
And it is because of actions like that. Thank you so much, Kevin O'Brien. you big sweetie. Danny, that's a great idea, my brother. Absolutely. You bet. Timbo T. Wood asking if we have any White Sox peeps here. I do not think Mr. John McDonald is in this one. Oh, no worries, Trevor Taylor. Hey, I get it, brother. Maybe everything happens for a reason, my man. Maybe you're meant to have the Brewers tonight. I think you might be right, Dandy T. I sincerely appreciate that, my brother. Good thinking. I see you, Trevor Taylor. Brian Smith, number 6 is Kirk Noah. Or number 8, sorry. Number 8 is Kirk Noah as well. There you go, brother. Mikey, too, I will give you a couple of minutes to go ahead and just screenshot that list, my brother. I would sincerely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will go back to that list in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all good there, Mr. Koba? And family first as always, my man. Beautiful. There you go, family. I'm going to give it about another minute here, fam. And you know there is a trading system within Twitch now, so all you have to do is hit exclamation point, type the word trade, hit the space bar, type your team, and that will put your team up for trade. There you go, Timbo T. Wood. Nailed it. Andrew Schemper. Looking for some Jesus made. Some Jesus Made. I hope we find some. That would be sick. Kirk Noah, are you here tonight, good buddy? All right, looks like we do have a trade. Maybe. There's Kirk Noah. So, Kirk Noah, I think Jonesy is trying to trade with you. He wants those Rockies. See you, Trevor Taylor. You silly goose. Maybe White Sox has to be one word. Try making White Sox one word. Try no space in there, Timbo. Maybe. I don't know. Mikey 1. Are you in here tonight, my man? And Legends, if you would like to screenshot that list, I'm going to flip that camera back over in about 10 seconds. There you go, Rob Richardson. You silly goose. All right, I hope you know what list this is, folks. I hope you screenshotted it. All right. So for some reason, we couldn't get the trade system working, but that's okay. So 1 for 21. Padres for White Sox. Ernie Larson, you got the White Sox. Timbo T. Wood, you got the Padres, my dude. Oof. Yikes. Oh, buddy. Wow. That is quite a trade. Make sure we're looking at those checklists, fam. That's all I'm going to say. Do we have Mikey 1 with us here tonight by chance? All right, Rockies for Trolley Dodgers. That is quite generous of you, my man. I like it. I appreciate that so much for paying that forward to the family. So, Jonesy, you're going to have the Rockies in spot number 13. And in spot number 8, Kirk Noah is going to have the Trolley Dodgers. Done deal. Beautiful. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, legends. I think we are solid. I'm going to go ahead and lock in the rest of the teams. If you would give me just a couple of minutes to do so, I would appreciate you so much. Hey, what's up, Teddy Edison? He says, my team is up to trade for the Cardinals, whoever I have. Teddy Edison, my brother. Give me just a moment here, my friends. Okay, Teddy Edison, you had spot number 4. That is the Minnesota Twins, my brother. And who has the Cardinals? That is number 10. Mikey Koba. Would you like to trade the Cardinals for the Twins? By chance. Just trying to help you out there, Teddy Edison. And Teddy Edison, always remember, brother, you're more than welcome to come join us over here on Twitch. Would love to have you. And it makes it a little easier to communicate. But I'm always happy to help. Looks like we might have lost Mikey too. Just for a moment. He might be playing with the kids. So, Teddy Edison, I'm going to have to go ahead and lock in the teams, my brother. Sorry, buddy. I tried. All right, legends, here we go. Spot number 2 going to Mikey 2, the Texas Rangers. Chris Ryder, the Angels. Teddy Edison, number 4, Minnesota. And you know what, Teddy? I'll leave that blank just for now, just in case. Washington Nationals, number 5, going to Mikey 2. Kirk Noah, 6 and 7. You got the Phillies and the Rays, my brother. Grayson King, our thin blue line, taking the Mets. Mikey 2, number 10, the Cardinals. I'm going to leave that one blank too, just in case. Dan Jonesy, number 11, you got the Bo Sox, my brother. Mikey 2, spot number 12, the Royals. Mikey 2, spot number 14, the Guardians. Matt Kenyon, number 15, the Tigers. Mr. Kirk Noah, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian, taking down the pinstripes in spot number 16. Which grip are you talking about, Kirk Noah? And you're absolutely right, David Weisel. True story, sir. Mikey 2, number 17, the Pirates. Kevin O'Brien, spot number 18, the Braves. Timbo taking down 19 and 20, the Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. And number 20, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Beautiful. Mikey 2, spot number 22 and 23, taking down the Reds and the Marlins. Jonesy, Gigantes. Mikey 2, spot number 25, the Astros. Somebody bang a trash can for Trevor Taylor. Sam Shope, spot number 26, the Baltimore Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. John Clunan, our favorite rhubarb, taking the Cubbies in spot number 27. Speaking of Mr. Trevor Taylor, taking down the Brew Crew. Thank you again, Kevin O'Brien, you big sweetie. And last but not least, legends. A legend in his own right, Jonesy, taking down the Blue Jays and the Athletics. Okie dokie. It does not look like we have a trade on the team there, Teddy Edison. I tried, my brother. I'm so sorry. So you got the Twins in spot number 4. And Mikey 2 has the Cardinals in spot number 10. There you go. Oh, I know, Teddy Edison. I feel you, brother. I always want to do my best for you. I try to help. Gosh dang it. Legends, if you would do me a solid and take a gander at that list, and if it looks appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know we're ready? Thank you, Super Grover. Kilo Joe Montez, good evening. OG. What's up, Doc? Good to see you as well. Thank you, Ernie Larson. Thank you, Mr. Clunan. All right, legends. I hope we all know who we have. Excuse me. Our very first box of 2025 Bowman Baseball here in the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Jason Weddle. Oh no, I repeat, we have a popple down. All right, that's better. A little housekeeping. All right, folks, for the very first time in 2025 Bowman, we shalt grippeth. And we shalt rippeth. Good luck. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. We haven't busted the box yet. Mikey 2 says, give whoever wants their team that I have. He says, I'll do whatever trade they want. That is very sweet of you, my brother. So he wants to trade you the Minnesota Twins for the Cardinals. Teddy Edison, saved at the last moment, my man. Humongous shout out to Mikey 2. Oh no, Mrs. Junkwax took my white out. That is very, very kind of you, my man. Yep. That is exactly what's going on, Mikey. Yep. He's trying to get his guy from West Virginia University that plays for the Cardinals. So that's what we're doing. And thank you, Mikey, too. That is very, very kind of you, my man. There you go. Got you locked in. Mikey Koba, you now have the Twinkies in spot number 10. And Teddy Edison, you now have the Cardinals in spot number 4. There you go. Good evening, Dennis. Awesome to see you. Mr. Jody White, the Bush Light Razor, Mr. Frisch, Loma Linda. Always good to see you, my friends. And you know what? I see we have a couple of new folks in here tonight. As always, you legends, if you are new here, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single morning and almost every single evening, starting and ending your days right with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always a lot of laughs. So thank you for being here with us, my friends. If you are new here, keep in mind that we go live to 5 platforms every single show. Right this second, you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, And of course, my friends, the whole rest of the fam family is over here on Twitch. So if you want to make the switch to Twitch, my friends, it is free, it is easy, and we'd love to have you. You might even have a free gifted sub waiting for you. All right, family. Without further ado, Teddy Edison says, tell him thanks a lot. Mikey, too, he is very appreciative. Shout out to moderator extraordinaire, Mr. Edison. Luke Moist, good evening, you legend. Slowly but surely over on TikTok, we are getting the whole fam family up in here. Good to see you, my friends. You have perfect timing. We're busting into our very first box of 2025 Bowman. Empty box there, folks. Pack number 4 is to the side because it is tradición. All right, we're going to do this in 5 rounds. And then we'll get into those pack number 4s last. You know it's Super Grover. 'Cause bustin' makes me feel good. All right, let's do it, family. Mr. Baldwin, thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money, you legend. We are almost to 2,000 likes over here on TikTok, and I literally cannot thank you enough. Ooh, I see a little Kristen Campbell in there. I see you, Mikey, too. I see you, brother. Well, I hope I can take your mind off that stuff for just a few minutes, good sir. Sorry you're going through it, my friend. I have so been there. You have all the empathy, my brother. All right, here we go. Rafael from the island of Jared Flores. First Bowman. Laura. Hold the Mayo for the Orioles. Acuñito, Luis Angel Acuña. J.J. Weatherholt, who is one of the chases of this set for the Cardinals on the VIP. There you go, Teddy Edison. Briseño for the Tigres on the Chrome. You done messed up Arun Escobar. Dylan Fine. Ichiro Kano Hernandez. I wonder if his parents or his daddy was a baseball player. There it is. That's your guy. There you go, Teddy Edison. Shane Wei Lean. Rafi Devers. Riley Greene. Matty Chapman. Jay Tibbs' boy, James Tibbs. Back-to-back Gigantes. Fran Yerber Montilla for the Tigres on the Chrome. Good evening, Joey Neff. I get to see my brother twice in one day. I feel so honored. It is damn good to see you, Joey. How are you, my man? So for you folks that might not know, Mr. Joey Neff is one of the oest of OGs of this entire family. I frickin' love that guy. Damn good to see you, Joey. Shout out to Jaylee and Jordy and Ms. Neff. All right, we got Joniker Ugarte. Esteban Mejia. Bishop Leston. Salvi. Thomas Sagasi. Moises of the Moise. Shout out to Luke Moise. Ballesteros. Aiden Miller. Stud prospect for the Fighting Phillies. I'd like to have a go around with that Philly. Old Ken Caminiti's cousin Cam. Christian Campbell. Ramirez. Christian Moore. Christian Yelich. Back-to-back Christians. Will Smith. On the greatness loading, you got some Cags for the Royals. Beauty. Ashley Andujar for the Rockies. Shout out to Jonesy on the X Factor. That's a pretty one. I like the cut of his Jeb, Mitch Jeb. Joey Neff, I feel you, brother. Pablo Guerrero. There's Little Poppy. David Ortiz Jr. for the Rangers. Emil Morales. Reynolds Rapp. Logan Gilbert. Juan Soto. You got old Nasty Nate Nankel, first Bowman. And we have a gold for the Orioles. First Bowman, Elvin Garcia, 27 out of 50. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. And that one goes to Sambo. Mr. Sam Shope. Big Rick, good evening. First card on the stand of the evening, not too shabby. And last but not least, you got some Arun Escobar. Not too shabby on round number 1 there, family. Oh, and just a heads up, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a second Bowman Hobby Box break up there in the shop right now. So if you want to fill that little bad boy, we'll do 2 breaks tonight. Threaten me with a good time. Mr. Barr, good evening, Brian. Welcome back, my dude. Round 2. I see you there, Brian Smith. Anything new or exciting, Joey Neff? How's Dad? And his wife. I miss that fella. I also miss your uncle and your grandmama. Shout out to Grandma Karen. And never have enough Neffs. Alrighty, round 2. Hence, he is Tink. Tink hence. Elvin. Boba Fett. Shout out to Mr. Russell. Tariq Screwball. Charlie Condon. That's a nice one on the top 100. There you go, Jonesy. Luis Pena. Christian Campbell on the chrome. Nankel. Basayo. Sung She Sheng. Mr. I Can't Pass a Physical. All rise. The Lawnmower Man on the Rockstar rookie Jackson Jobe. That's a pretty one for the Tigers, going to Matt Kenyon. Braylon Dalen Payne. Jesus Made. There you go, Trevor Taylor. You win there, brother. First Bowman. I'm going to sleeve that one up for you, buddy. That is one of the chases of this set, my dear friends. Nice one, Trevor Taylor. We got some Lukey, Sinard, Santana, Thomas White. What's up, Mookie? What's that? Mookie Betts. Jackson Merrill. Greatness loading for the Pirates. Shout out to Patrick Richardson. Old Connor Griffin. Joey Neff. He's doing okay. Wife had to have surgery on her hip. Ugh. Uncle Danny had some sort of foot surgery. Gosh, I hope they're okay. Grandma Karen taking care of everyone? Yeah, I could see that. She's so damn awesome. Shout out to Grandma Karen. You Mean Lean on the chrome. Yancel Luis. Well, Joey Neff, I'm glad everybody is alive and kicking and happy over there. I love you guys so damn much. Seriously, I miss ya. Alex Mooney. But I am definitely not throwing any shade. I know life is... It gets in the way sometimes, gosh dang it. But I'm always grateful to see you. Much love to you, Mr. Neff. Sammy Hernandez. Chase Hampton. Shota for the Cubbies. Shout out to J Mac. Matty Ice. The name's Dalton on the top 100. Shout out to Jonesy, who's been telling us about this young man for the last year or so. Torres. Morales. Breshannon. Kellen Lindsay. Wilkinson. Austin Riley. Lawrence Butler. Shout out to Scotty, to Hottie Kuniko. Adley Rushman. Nibel Mariano. And Bryce Rayner for the Tigers on the chrome with Zach Showalter. Finishing that one off for Teddy Edison. Good evening, Marky. How's our favorite wheels of the family? Hope you're having a good evening, my dude. All right, round 3. Everybody. It is Joey Neff. It absolutely is, my brother. Definitely. Ooh, I see our first El Mutante for the Padres. Padres, one of the better teams in this product. Well, you're making my day, Joey Neff. Get to see you twice in one day, you legend. Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Top of the evening to my San Antonio hermano. All right, here we go. And we start off with Victor Rodriguez. Mr. Jones and me. Shout out to Drew Jones, the Degrominator, Schwellenbach, Luke Keyshaw for Minnesota on your top 100. Jackson Humphreys, your chase for the Athletics, Mr. Nick Kurtz. El Mutante, Leodalis De Vries for San Diego. And I think that one goes to Timbo. Yep. Will Simpson, Johnny Long, C.J. Abrams, always a parte with Cattell Marte. Hold the Mayo on the Rockstar Rookie. I think those are pretty damn cool. I bet the numbered cards of those look really neat. Jack Penny, Alejandro Rosario, the Jeb, Villarroel, Gregory Barrios to 175 on the first Bowman for the Tampa Bay Rays, going to Kirk Noah. River Ryan, Kyle Tucker, Connor Griffin for the Pirates on the VIP. Aw, Joey Neff, that is very kind of you to say, my brother. Thank you. Would you just look at it? How about a dragon scale? First Bowman, Javier Mogolon for the White Sox. Not too shabby. Mr. Behrman Jr. Good evening, my brother. Great to see you, Jeff. So, Mr. Neff, we've actually been moving for like the last month, and we finally just got all done. I am so excited. Myself and Mrs. Junkwax have been able to put the house together for the last couple of days, and it's been amazing. So thank you for noticing, my brother. I appreciate that. I think we're about 95% on getting the studio put together. Still a little bit of work to do, but we'll get there. J.J. Weatherholt, so nice. Teddy Edison has gotten him twice. Hagen Smith. Richard Matich. Colt Emerson for our Mariners. Jackson Holiday. Bryce Hampa. Slade Caldwell for the Diamondbacks on the top 100. Matich, so nice, you got him twice. O'Neill Perez. O'Neill Perez, so nice, you got him twice in a row. Peyton Eels. Lazaro. Mikey Trout. Tatis. Your World Series MVP for the Trolley Dodgers. To $3.99. And that goes to Kirk Noah. Nice one, Kirk. Hey, thank you so much, Joey. You know that we were in that apartment for like 8 years. So yeah, it's pretty damn nice to be in a home. Kalaz, Mogolon, and Conrad Kaysen, last but not least. Excellent. Little housekeeping. All right, let me sleeve up a couple of these for you, gentlemen. As always, my friends, we're going to refresh that shop as soon as we are done with this box. And if we fill any of those other breaks, we will break those tonight as well. Folks, give me just a moment to flip that fan on real quick. There you go. All right, round number 4. David Whitty from Alabama. Good evening, my man. Welcome back. Hope you're feeling well there, buddy. I know you've been going through it, David. Shout out to the Cincinnati Cobra, the Salty Dogs. Nice to have you, gentlemen. Keep in mind, folks, you are more than welcome to make the switch to Twitch. The whole family is over here waiting for you. Absolutely right, Mikey. You nailed it. All right, my dear friends, this is our last base pack magic. Tim Hudson. I love the warm welcome to Mr. Joey Neff. All right, we got Ashley Andahar. Old James Tibbs. Hai Song Kim. On the Judge's Chamber of Cards, Aaron Judge. Kevin Alcantara, rookie for the Cubbies on the Greatness Loading. Those are pretty. Conrad Kaysen. Showalter for Teddy Edison. Walters. Jansel Luis. Dowell Joseph for our Mariners. Thank you so much, J-Max. So we have new Razzies up there at junkwaxvintage.com right now. I sincerely appreciate that, Jason. Thank you, buddy. Hurst and Waldrep. One half of the Brothers Young. Oh, how about a Rookie of the Year favorite? Jace Young. Nice one. Cobb Hightower. Shout out to Police Academy. Colt Emerson on the chrome. Angeline Perez. Hope. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. Rhett Lauder. Ellie De La Cruz. First time for the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, is that Linda? Nice to see you over here, Miss Linda. Happens to the best of us, gosh dang it. I appreciate you making a new account. Thank you so much for checking those breaks, Brian Smith. So it looks like, my dear friends, we have 22 spots left in our second box of Bowman. We have 21 spots left in a Topps Series 1 Celebracion. We have the Orioles and Tigers Razzie for our 5-boxer with 10 spots. We have the Reds and Rays Razzie with 10 spots. We have a Twins and White Sox Razzie with 10 spots and a Blue Jays and Braves Razzie with 10 spots. So it looks like we're trying to close out the 5-boxer. All right, we got some CAGs for the Royals on the top 100. Second time we've seen CAGs tonight. Chase Hampton, Senard, Lines, Tilero, Mark Keys' cousin Sean, Brooks Lee for Minnesota, Gunnar Henderson, Carson Williams for the Rays on your VIP. Ooh, nice. Walker Jenkins on the Schmeckel for Minnesota. That is beautiful. And Mikey 2. That one's going to you, big man. On the Mini Diamond Refractor. Not numbered, though. Huang Shan Slade Caldwell. Gary Gill Hill. Asbel Gonzalez. Paul Skeens for the first time in our 2025 Bowman. Tyler Locklear, rookie for our Seattle Mariners. Corbin Carroll. Ugarte. Sebastian Walcott, shout out to Caesar. And last but not least, we got a Owen in the Wild. Very nice. Leo Braun, good evening. Mr. Frisch and Salty Dogs and Dennis, thank you for hanging out tonight. Good to see you, Mr. Tripp. Okie dokie.
One day on, one to go.
We are down to our pack number 4s, my dear friends. Good luck. We are still looking for an autograph. Oh, no worries, Miss Linda. I appreciate you even thinking about that. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Trevor Taylor. Thank you, Brian Smith. Thank you, Ernie Larson. I love those emotes so much. Here we go. Ooh, how about a Kevin McGonigal? And we found a 1-of-1 Kevin McGonigal out of our Immaculate box a few days ago. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we have not 1, but 2 cases of National Treasures coming. That'll be next week. Jared Sundstrom, a Rosa Reina, and my friends, my family, can I ask you to do me a solid? Can you please light that chat up like the 4th of July? Please and thank you with those Rosa Reinas. And our autograph goes to the Texas Rangers. It is Jesus, is my homeboy, Lopez. That is an on-card first Bowman autograph. Nice. And our very first 2025 Bowman autograph goes to Mikey 2. Congratulations, Mikey Koba. I think that's good karma for trading teams with our buddy Mr. Teddy Edison. Nicely done, brother. Good looking autograph, too. Beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. How about Jackson Holiday Open All Year Cards? Those are amazing. Whoever thought of those needs a raise. Peyton Eels, Cade Horton Heat, Winston Santos, Travis Bazana, your number 1 draft pick. There you go, Guardians. That is Mikey 2 as well. Shout out to Tim Hudson, PJ Morlando. As Noah would say, Showy Otani. Woo! Shout out to Noah, the Lawnmower Man, the Man McClanahan, Chase Burns on the Chrome, Kyle DeBarge for Minnesota, Wen Hui Pan, Gregory Barrios, Jacob Wright, Shea Whitcomb, somebody bang a trash can. I would love to, Joey Neff. If there is personal rips up there in the shop, we will absolutely rip into those. Seydon Rafaela. And by the way, my friends, there is some brand new stuff up there in the shop. Do you see what we just found?
Oh my God!
In our very first box of 2025 Bowman, ladies and gentlemen, our very first red rookie. Congratulations to the Diamondbacks, and that is Timbo T. Wood. There you go, brother. Very first red rookie. Congratulations, Timbo. That is sick, my dude. Adrian Del Castillo. Timbo. So we have talked about the red rookie program here on the channel a couple of times. I apologize for the redundancy, my friends. But so how red rookies work is if you keep this card and this guy gets Rookie of the Year, it becomes worth $100 of Fanatics fan cash. If he goes on to win Rookie of the Year twice, or Rookie of the Year 1 year, and then MVP the next year, it increases to $300. If he does that 3 years in a row, it increases to $600. If you keep this card and this guy gets into the Hall of Fame, you have a 10-year clock that starts once he's elected to the Hall of Fame to turn this card in, and it is now worth $1,000. So what I love about it is it kind of gives people an incentive to hang on to these cards. I think that is very, very cool. As always, my friends, this group will always cater to the collector. I know a lot of us also sell, but there are some people in this hobby that are only in it for the flip. Obviously, I can't tell people what to do with their cards, but we will always cater to the collector here. So anything that Topps or Fanatics does to cater to the collector, I am here for it. So congratulations, Timbo T. Wood. Our very first red rookie. Teddy, National Treasures is baseball, my man. The one that we're getting. There you go, my brother. Hell yeah. I am so stoked. What a first box, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Found a Dragon Scale, a numbered to 50 first Bowman autograph, and a red rookie. Gotta love those pack number 4s, huh? Lazaro coming back from the dead. Santiago Suarez. We are not done yet, my friends, for the Tampa Bay Rays going to Kirk Noah to $3.99. Beautiful. Bo Walker. Ricardo Yan. Hayden Alvarez, Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Trolley Dodgers, Tovar, On the Contreras, Brito, Lean, and J.J. Weatherholt. Just like we started. There you go, Teddy Edison. The guy's so nice, you got him thrice. Beautiful. You might be right there, Andrew Shumper. I heard something like that. That's right. Ernie Larson, you are spot on, good buddy. Could not agree more. All right, my dear friends. Heck of a first box of 25 Bowman, if I do say so myself. Allow me just a moment here for a little housekeeping. And I cannot thank you enough for beating that screen over there. We are up to 2,200 likes on TikTok. Thank you so, so much. We're going to do a recap here in just a second. Quick little recap. First Bowman on the Dragon scale also. And the number to 50. All right, so obviously we got a bunch of cool inserts as well, but these are the numbered cards and others. So you got Walker Jenkins for the Twinkies on the Mini Diamond. Barrios for the Tampa Bay Rays to 175. Freddie Freeman to 399. Our very first Jesus Made. Santiago Suarez to 399. Ashley Andahar on the X-Fractor, first Bowman. Elvin Garcia to 50. Javier on the Dragon scale. Jesus Lopez on the autograph going to Mikey 2. And of course, last but not least, that red rookie going to Timbo. There you go. Thank you so much, Mark. Aw, Andrew Shumper. Smacking Miss Linda with that free 1-month subscription. And Andrew Shumper, that is your 106th gifted sub in this family, you legend. Literally cannot thank you enough, Andrew Shumper. It is gifted subs like that that make this community so amazing. Hey, thank you, Ernie Larson. Has nothing to do with me, good buddy. It is all the family here, my man. But I appreciate the kind words, my dude. All right, folks, give me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. And then we're going to refresh that shop. All right. Oh, no. Can't have that. All right, let's refresh, shall we? See what I'm missing here, folks. Like I have said, my dear friends, there is some beautiful brand new stuff up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Oh, hell yeah. We got a couple of orders here, you legends. So allow me just a moment while I lock these in. Ooh, shout out to Mr. Mike Murray taking down the Pirates in our 5-boxer. Thank you, Mr. Murray. Always happy to write you in on a break sheet, big man. Next, my brother from another mother, Mr. Joey Neff, taking down some 2022 MLS soccer. I'll be right back. There you go, my man. Trevor Taylor, thank you so much for the beautiful bits, my fellow Austinite. Cannot thank you enough, good sir. Miss Stella, good evening. I will definitely tell Mrs. Junkwax that you said hello. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, Miss Stella. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friend. All right, Grayson King, our thin blue line in our second box, O Bowman, taking spot number 11. Joey Neff, we're going to get into your box in just a moment, my man. I see you, Trevor Taylor. I know it, buddy. I know it. Damn the cool downs on the hype trains. Should be able to fire another one up soon, though. Got you locked in there, Grayson. J Mac, my buddy Jason, taking down the Cubbies in our 5-boxer. Thank you so much, Dazed and Confused J Mac. Always stoked when you can snag your PC team. And I think we are current after that. Yes, we are. Good, good, good. All right, Joey Neff. It has been a moment, my brother, since you and I have gotten to rip a box together. Thank you so very, very much for utilizing junkwaxvintage.com and giving the family some soccer eye candy. Well, good evening, Peggy. Good to see Ms. Mikey. Hope you have had a wonderful Wednesday, my friend. I know it, Joey Neff. So without further ado, my brother, Let's slice some plastic for Grandpa Brucey. I am glad you're having a good evening, Stella. Always nice to see you, young lady. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have started a second hype train. As always, you legends, you already know. If we take this hype train to a level 5, I am so stoked to give away another Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox, and there is some serious juice in those Junk Wax Vintage Hitboxes.
Oh, yeah!
You already know. And of course, my dear friends, it goes without saying, if we take this hype train to an amazing level 11 or above, we give away a big boy. And a lot of my road dogs know exactly what is in that big boy, and thank you for not spoiling it. I appreciate it. All right, good luck, Joey Neff. Dennis, thanks for hanging this evening, my dude. Miss Linda, welcome back to the family. I'm just kidding, you never left. Good evening, Mr. Behrman. We saw your spawn in here a little earlier. Shout out to my bodacious Behrmans. 1, 2, 3, pack number 4 to the side. Here we go. Brian. Ooh, a little cupping. And we start with a little Ayo Akinola. Mark Anthony K. On the field tested, Hani Mukhtar. On the pitch prodigies, Kyle Alexandre. Rookie. On the X Fractor. And Leon Flatch. Last but not least, I could not agree more, Joey Neff. Just leaving that one up for you, buddy. Those are beautiful. On the stand he goes. All right, pack number 2 for you, my brother. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at 45% on that hype train with a minute and a half to go. As always, my dear friends, if you are not able to participate in the hype train, that is 1,000% okay. I never want anybody to feel less than. But if you can, my dear friends, a hype train is when your gifts go the furthest. It can get us featured on the Twitch homepage, which is amazing for this channel. So thank you so very, very much. Trevor Taylor says Twitch is all jacked up. Say what? How so? Is it not progressing the hype train? Uh-oh. Thank you, Joey Neff. I appreciate that. Oh, on your end. Oh, no worries, Trevor Taylor. All right, we have Derek Etienne, Jr. Field tested Diego Chara. Chama. Carlos Vela on another pink X Fractor. And last but not least, you got Christian Ortiz with old Matty Turner. Buenas noches, Señor Mendoza, mi hermano. Remind me to tell you something after this rip, Cesar Mendoza. Que bueno verte, señor. All right, we have You Done Messed Up, Aaron Herrera. Oh, my Lanta! Such a valiant effort right there at the end, Tim Hudson. Gosh dang it. It was so close. Well, I appreciate you so, so much, my dear friends. Thank you for the valiant effort. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Gosh dang it. Oh, that one hits me in the feels. Ouch, kabibbles. All right, Herrera. Pitch prodigies, Frederico Navarre. On a green refractor, rookie. And that one is numbered 17 out of 99 there, my man. Oh, Jeff Hansen. Gosh dang it. That would have gotten us to level 2. No. Well, I appreciate you so much, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ouch, kabibbles. That hurts my heart. Valentin Castellanos on the pink X Fractor. Mr. Arter, the guy so nice, they only named him once. And last but not least, Kiri Shelton. Finishing that one off for you, buddy. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, fam. Cheers. Broast. All right, all right. This is your penultimate base pack magic, Joey Neff. And I am so stoked to be ripping together, my man. Thank you again. All right, we got Axel K. Kai. Standing on business. Jack Elliott. How about Brenner on the throwback? Another pink X-Fractor, Francisco Janela. And Jorge Campbell, last but not least. All right, my brother. Last base pack magic. Let's do it. As always, my dear friends, we're going to refresh that shop right after this rip. If you would like to follow in the legend Joey Neff's footsteps, feel free to do so. All right, we got Zan Kolamanich, rookie for the Austin FC, right here in Austin, Texas. Carlos Vela on the field tested. Zan Kolmanich from right here in Austin, Texas on the pink X-Fractor rookie. Beautiful. There you go, Joey Neff. Quinn Sullivan rookie. And Jack McGlynn rookie. I'm going to sleeve that one up for you, buddy, because it's pretty. Always happy to see some more Austin FC in there.
One day on, one to go.
All right, Joey. Thank you again, my brother. Last pack magic. You know it, my man. Little cuffing. No big deal. And you got some Kellen Acosta. Cade Cowell. Hani Mukhtar on the City Strikers. Insert. Fafa Hitchalt for Houston on the pink X-Fractor. And old Steve Clark. He's a keeper. Finishing that one off, another one for Houston. Some terrific Texans in that pack for you, Joey Neff. Well, congratulations on some beautiful, beautiful cards there, buddy. I am going to top load your green refractor rookie. No worries, Linda. Well, I appreciate you giving it a shot over here on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot wait until the day we can get that to work for you. Joey Neff, all thanks go to you, my brother. Making my day, good buddy. Like I said, thank you for popping that handsome face in here, my bro. Cannot hardly wait to see you up there at the Dallas Card Show again, hopefully, sometime in 2025. And please, give the family my love. Especially Grandma Karen. All right, all right. Brad Slater, my Canadian cousin, gracing us with his presence. Good to see you tonight, Bradley. How are you, big man? Hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday, good sir. Hey, I hope so too, Joey Neff. I think with our hopes combined, we might be able to make that happen. All right, my dear friends, let's refresh that shop real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Beautiful. Shout out to Steve Holland, who snagged 3 Razzie spots, and Tim Hudson, who snagged a spot in our second Bowman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brian Smith, thank you for the reminder, my man. So, Cesar Mendoza, I got to fess up about something. So today, I've told a lot of you that when you guys send in cards for pre-grading, and you have cards pre-graded, sometimes I have to go back into your piles to pull those out. Well, I spent about 3.5 hours doing that today, and I found every single card in the list that I had printed out, except one. And that card was your Shohei Ohtani kanji variation from the 3-time MVP box. The good news is I found it. But it took a minute, gosh dang it. And I about gave myself a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, where's this card? I could not find it, but I did find it eventually. Just took me a while. So the reason I couldn't find it, Cesar Mendoza snagged 3 MVP boxes, and the first box, I threw the box out. And so we wrapped up those cards in our cello bags like we do, like you're all familiar with, right? His second MVP box, I actually saved the box, and I put the cards in it. Well, I thought that I'd done that with the first box also. So when I kept looking through his pile, I was looking for the box. There was only one box. I was like, oh my gosh, where the hell are his cards? It was in his pile the entire time. Way to go, Dalen. Way to go. Probably took about 5 years off my life. No big deal. But yeah, we found it. So thank you for bearing with me on that one, my friends. As I have always said, I will be ridiculously transparent with you because that's how I roll, even if it is to my detriment. But yeah, there you go, brother. Aw, Brad Slater. I sincerely appreciate that, you legend. Thank you. Oh, exactly right. Claro que sí, Caesar. Tú sabes, way. All right, legends. Let's lock in some break spots here, shall we? Johnny Ward, I see you. Luckily, it was not in your pile, Johnny Ward. All right, my dear friends. Mr. Holland, thank you so much for snagging some Razzie spots. An awesome Ohioan. Speaking of Ohioans, Mr. Tim Hudson, taking spot number 14 in our second box, Bowman. Thank you, Tim. Oh, Johnny Ward, that is very kind of you to say, buddy. Thank you. There you go, Mr. Hudson. And with that, we are current up there in that shop. There you go. That's right. Let me tell you a story about my friend named Jed. Ah, there you go, Brad Slater. Shout out to Bono. Perfect song. Exactly right. I should have had that playing when I was hunting for that card. All right. Thank you so very, very much, my friends. That is how we're sitting on that second box, Bowman. Ridiculously excited to bust into our second one because the first one was fan-frickin-tastic. Congratulations to all of you. That is how we're sitting on that 5-box mixer. And a lot of those teams are up there in a Razzie right now. Kyle Roche, long time no see, buddy. Sounds good, Miss Linda. Shout out to Travi. And my friends, we have a Celebration break that is just $8 a spot. And there are plenty of numbers still left in that one as well. Okie dokie, folkies. Joey Neff, I don't blame you one bit, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, you legend. Like I said, buddy, made my day seeing you twice in one day. Much love to you, Joey, and we will see you again soon, I hope, good buddy. Shout out to the entire Neff clan. Jed, how are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday, my man? That's right, Timbo T. Wood, Kyle friggin' Roach. Steven, Mr. Not So Vain, welcome back. Always good to see you, Steven. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, a magnificent miércoles. All right, folks. I'm going to refresh that shop real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Has anybody seen Jeffro tonight by chance? I feel really bad. So for you folks that were here this morning, I have a surprise for Jeffro. And I kind of put myself on the spot this morning, and then I couldn't find it because we're still unpacking here. I was able to find that throughout the day today, so I have it in my hot little mitts, just waiting to see Jeffro. But we might see him tomorrow morning. That's a possibility. Hey, much love right back to you, Joey Neff. We will see you again soon, my brother. Thank you, buddy. All right, little housekeeping. So while we are awaiting our next order up there at junkwaxvintage.com, and a friendly reminder, my dear friends, there is a whole bunch of new stuff up there at junkwaxvintage.com. I think we need to rip back into some more juicy junk wax. How about some more 1990 tops? Let's go Frank Thomas hunting. For those of you that might be unaware, we have an entire box of 1990 tops. This box is unsearched. We're hoping to find something juicy. We have not seen a Griffey yet, or a Bo, or a Frank Thomas. All right, we got Mario Diaz. Oh, that sounds awesome, Jed. Well, it is nice to have you tonight, my friend. Thank you for being here with us. Andres Thomas, Brian Holton, Andy Hawkins, Thurman, James Berkey's cousin Tim. Hey, Abbott! Shout out to Mel Brooks. On the Rookie Cup, Mr. Jim Abbott. Paul Coleman for the Cardinals on the first-round draft pick. We actually gave away a few of his autographs on the Whatnot show in the last couple of weeks. Tony Fassis. Dave Schmidt Motors. You read my mind, Brian Smith. Eric Anthony on the Future Star. Down goes Willie Frazier. Flash Gordon. Jeff King. Shout out to Jeff Behrman. Alan Trammell for the Tigers. Shout out to Travi and Linda. Will Abner. Rest in peace to Mr. Tim Cruz. Christina Aguilera's daddy. Rick Aguilera. I don't know why, but his hats always seemed a lot higher than everybody else's. Even when he played for the Mets. Big Ben McDonald on the first-round draft pick. That would have been a chase back in 1990. Nice. Ray Siraj. Midnight in Jeff Montgomery. Kangalosi. Ruben Sierra. Shout out to Caesar. Tom Needon Zephyr for our Seattle Mariners. Ricky Mailer. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. He went to high school with old Ricky Mailer. And Bud Black, last but not least. Brian Smith, you want that Ruben Sierra? Absolutely, buddy. Allow me just a moment.
Because these guys aren't just doing a regular sailing. They're doing it for you because it's your idea. Because you're somebody that knows about stuff like this. And you can sit down and talk to me about it. And that's beautiful.
There you go, buddy. Got you covered, Brian Smith. Absolutely my pleasure, good sir. All right, all right. Kirk Noah says, Bud Black is from my hometown of Longview, Washington. Small world, buddy. I've actually been to Longview many, many times. Shout out to my fellow Washingtonians. Super Grover, you are headed to Comerica Park next week, buddy. Well, I hope you do get to do that. That sounds like fun. All right, you legends. Giuseppe, good evening. Nice to have you. Let's refresh that shop real quick. And then I think we need to run a little giveaway. Yep. All right, we are current up there in that shop. You know we got to do a little moose race. Let's do it. My dear friends, to be in this giveaway, you do have to have an already existing pile here in the junkyard. You know who you are. Let's go. Timbo T-Wood. Gotcha, Mark. Gotcha, Jeff. Yes, you do, Jason. Got you covered, Kirk Noah. Got you covered, James Erickson. Got you covered, Steve-O. Got you covered, J-Rod. Got you covered, Dweezil Zappa. Got you covered, Cesar Mendoza. Got you covered, Mikey One. Got you covered, my fellow Austinite. Got you covered, Super Grover. How about Tim Hudson? How about Marky Mark? Kevin O'Brien. Got you covered, big man. Got you covered, Richard. Yep, this is for a 1990 Deion Sanders rookie. We have 18 of you in this list. Danny Rendon, I got you, brother. Done, done, and done. Got you covered, Devil Dog. All right, my dear friends. You silly goose, Mikey. I love you, brother. You are more than welcome to get into any giveaway, my man. Just because you are a member of the team here does not mean you are not eligible. You don't get any preferential treatment or anything when it comes to moose races anyway. All right, legends, we have 20 of you on this list. Who am I missing? Timbo T. Wood, Brian Smith, Mark Keys, Jeff Hansen, Jay Mack, Kirk, Mr. Erickson, Steve Holland, J-Rod, Dweezil Zappa, Cesar Mendoza, Mikey One, Trevor Taylor, Super Grover, Tim Hudson, Wheels, Kevin O'Brien, Blast Boogie, Danny Rendon, and Andrew Shumper. All right, let's run it. We're going 30 seconds on the clock. Good luck. Timbo taking the whole shot. Goodness gracious, Timbo. Mikey One taking the number 2 spot. J-Rod falling back to the middle of the pack. Oh, no. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Timbo falling back to the middle of the pack. Looks like he pulled a moose string. We got Mikey Cobal with a solid lead with 10 seconds to go. Damn. Oh, my Lanta, he's puttering out. Oh, no. Cesar Mendoza taking the whole shot. And mi hermano, Cesar Mendoza. You win, my brother. Felicidades, Señor Mendoza. Even top-loaded him for you there, Caesar. Congratulations there, buddy. You are very, very welcome, Cesar Mendoza. You are another incredible human being that has been absolutely amazing here in this family. So I truly believe that is solamente karma para ti. Exactly right, Trevor Taylor. All those Reds breakfast burritos. Shout out to Reds. All right, let me put Caesar's nombre. Hey, J-Rod, if you are taking off tonight, my brother, have a magnificent remainder of your evening. And I hope we get to see you bright and early tomorrow, my man. Sleep tight. Felicidades otra vez, Cesar Mendoza. Okie dokie. My dear friends, I am going to refresh that shop one more time and see where we are at. Shout out to the whole family watching over there on Kick, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. It is wonderful to see each and every one of you tonight. Of course, my friends, if you are new here, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single day, ripping packs, cracking backs, and having an absolutely splendid time here with the rest of the family. Trevor Taylor, I think that would be me, sir. Just kidding. I can't back that up. Hey, thank you again, J-Rod. Have a wonderful evening. And you were absolutely right. Cesar Mendoza turning on the NOS right there at the last second. Beautiful. All right, my dear friends. It looks like we are current up there in that shop. We have been here for a wonderful last 2 hours on this wonderful Wednesday evening. So, my dear friends, I am going to go ahead and call that last call. If you would like to pull something down from junkwaxvintage.com, you are more than welcome to do so. If not, that is 1,000% okay as well. Maybe we'll just call it a night a little bit early tonight. Your boy can get a little bit of sleep, and I will be on my A game for tomorrow morning. Welcome back, Kevin Conlon. Nice to see you as always, buddy. Does anybody have any big plans for tomorrow, my friends? Anything new or exciting going on? I will be pre-grading cards tomorrow. And my friends, we have some new pre-grades. The first pre-grades that have come out in like 3 weeks. So those are going to be sent out very, very soon. There you go, Andrew Schemper. Damn right, my man. And Trevor Taylor, you read my mind, good sir. So folks, remember, we have our very first ever Whatnot family break tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope I get to see each and every one of you tomorrow. We're going to have so much fun. Again, my friends, it is 2024 Panini Prism with 3 autographs. And then 2025 Topps Heritage. Might have an autograph out of that one as well, my friends, so we will see 4. And like I have said before, my friends, we're kind of getting our feet wet, so to speak, with breaks over there on Whatnot. So we're going to see how it goes. And if it is successful, then we will do a whole lot more of those. Hey, Timbo T-Wood, I'm right there with you, big man. So I think I'm going to be right behind you, buddy. Oh, there you go, Mark Keys. Well, I hope you do, brother. 2 p.m.? That is 3 p.m. for you. I hope you're up by then, buddy. Mikey, too. We had a magnificent first Bowman box, my dude. And you might want to go back and watch that replay, Mikey, too. Mr. Parkinson. Beautiful, brother. Very nice. James Erickson. We did a Hype Train Moose race this morning, but I think the Hype Trains that we had tonight did not make it to level 5, right? The first one made it to level 2, and I think the second one made it to level 1. Let me keep myself honest. Yeah, I think so there, brother. Oh, give me just a moment. That's weird. I don't know what to do on this. Mikey, are you here, buddy? Let me check something here real quick, folks. Oh, that's right. At the very, very beginning of the show. That's right. Thank you. You are absolutely right, Legends. So we have David Weisel. We have Mr. Erickson. Boston Bill Cormier. So, Mikey, if you are able to pull the list, if you could email it to me, that would be magnificent. Yes, we did, Richard. I see that now, good buddy. Thank you. Because I'm not able to see it on my side, my man. It's given me an out-of-sync error. So if you're able to do that, that would be magnificent. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it manually. Which I'm happy to do, if we need to. Are you sure, Mikey? Just hit reload? Okay. Scares me a little bit, but I'll do it. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. It just deleted all of it. I've got nothing. Yeah. I thought that was going to happen. Uh-oh. That's not great. Now it's completely blank. Well, looks like I'll be doing this one manually, my dear friends. Allow me just a moment, if you would. Alrighty, my dear friends. I sincerely appreciate you bearing with me. It's going to be a few minutes, my dear friends. I'm so sorry in advance. But we'll get through it. We'll figure it out. Okie dokie. We have Kirk Noah. We have Trevor Taylor. 'Cause And actually, you know what? I'm going to try to type these. Save myself some writing. Okie dokie. Kirk. Mr. Trevor Taylor. I see you, Mikey 1. Hey, good evening, Mr. Moore. Excellent to see my Portland pal. How you doing, big man? All right, next. Ernie Larson.
Don't be afraid. I won't bite. If you dance with me.
Then we have Danny Rendon. Then we have Timbo T-Wood.
5, 7, 3.
Jeff Hansen. Blast Boogie. J-Rod Hillis. Boston Bill Cormier. Andrew Shumper.
I saw you enter the room. And I knew. You were the one for me. I must pursue.
Mr. Erickson.
So I whisper in your ear. Have you ever danced with an android before? Don't be afraid. I won't bite. If you dance with me.
Dweezil Zappa. And I think that's it. So, if you participated in that very first hype train, my friends, and I do not read your name right now, will you please let me know? Kirk Noah, Trevor Taylor, Ernie Larson, Danny Rendon, Timbo, Jeff Hansen, Blast Boogie, J-Rod, Boston Bill, Andrew Shumper, James Erickson, Dweezil Zappa. Who am I missing? There's James Berkey. Long time no see, good buddy. I know, we were talking about that this morning, and I mentioned you by name, my man. I said, oh no, James Berkey's going to be sad. They got rid of both the pickers. No worries, J-Mac. Welcome back. Jeff Hansen, no, sir. No. His name is David Weisel, and I call him Dweezil. That's all. All right, legends, I will take this as a that is current. And you already know, I'm ridiculously excited to give away a Junk Wax Vintage Hype Train Hitbox. If you would allow me just a moment here, folks. There we go. All right, everybody. Shout out to each and every one of these amazing human beings on this list. Good luck. We're going 30 seconds on the clock. Thank you so much, Danny. I agree. All right, legends. Here we go. Kirk Rylance on the front side, David Weisel on the back side, Trevor Taylor taking the whole shot. Looks like James Erickson, my fellow Washingtonian, coming up quick, though. Timbo T-Wood sniffing the front. Jeff Hansen taking over the lead, though. There's the hammer. Oh, no. He has fallen into the bubble. James Erickson taking over the lead with 8 seconds to go, but Boston Bill Cormier coming out of the backfield like a moose on Colombian marching powder. And there you go, Boston Bill Cormier. Congratulations again, my brother. I am so stoked we get to find you another Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox, Mr. Boston Bill Cormier. I'm going to need you to do me a solid, though, Boston Bill. Give me just a second, buddy. Would you do me a solid, my man? One moment. There is a number 9 there as well. There you go. I got them all in there, gosh dang it. Of course, it doesn't want to focus. Come on, you. All right, Boston Bill. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you would choose a number for me, my brother, I would sincerely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tim Hudson, thank you so much for the half a showstopper, you legend. I appreciate you. Earlier in the show. Mark Keys, yes, sir. We are working on those, buddy. You betcha. Thank you, Mikey 1. Boston Bill choosing number 3. You must have been here this morning. Well, gosh dang it. Good luck, Boston Bill. Now remember, my friends, I purchased all these intentionally. So if you do not PC this card, Boston Bill, I guarantee you there is somebody in this family that does. And I think it's going to be pretty apparent who does here in just a moment. How about a 1987 Fleer update? PSA 10 from 1987. How about Mark McGuire? And just a heads up, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jeffro's PC. Jeffro Toll. Congratulations, Boston Bill. That is magnificent. It is not very often you see a 1987 Fleer, a PSA 10. That is not easy. Congratulations again, my brother. And thank you, as always, for participating in those magnificent hype trains, because as I have said before, my dear friends, and I truly mean it, it is those hype trains, it is the gifts that we see over there on TikTok that are the true MVPs of this channel. So thank you, as always. Damn right, James Erickson. Thank you, Brian Smith. Isn't that cool? Before he got all super juicy. When he could fit into a large shirt without busting the buttons. All right, Boston Bill. There you go, my brother. Thank you as always, Boston Bill. Shout out to you and Julie, my colorful Cormiers. All right, folks. So you see here, still have a whole bunch of those left. So there's a whole bunch of juice where that came from. And I am so ridiculously excited for all of you to see what is in these boxes, because there is some really, really cool stuff in there. And we still have that level 11 in there too. All right, all right. Those will live to see another day. Ah, roger that, Boston Bill. Well, there you go, buddy. Damn right, James Erickson. Hey, you are so welcome, Boston Bill, and all thanks go to you, my brother. It takes two to tango. Ah, Kevin Conlon, you and I both, big man. Ah, James Erickson, or excuse me, James Berkey. Might be having a fire with your Pickett, Harrison Pickett's cards. So sorry, brother. Ouch, kabibbles. They'll get better. They'll bring some new blood in there. I am positive. I see you, J-Mac. Enjoy that bush apple, my man. I see you, James Erickson. Threaten me with a good time, you legends. Rico Paul, welcome back, my man. Long time no see. Ryan, good evening. Shout out to Derek Dilly and the whole Dilly family. Nice to see you, my man. We were at 2,500 likes over there on TikTok. Goodness gracious, my friends. Thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. I appreciate it more than you will ever know, my dear friends. All right, everybody. I am going to refresh that shop one final time this evening, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. And we are solid. So, as always, my dear friends, thank you so very much for another marvelous miércoles. We had a very fun morning show. And obviously, this evening has been magnificent. Congratulations to each and every one of you who got some juice in our very first hobby box of 2025 Bowman. I'm hoping that we can snag down some more of those spots, so maybe we can break another box bright and early tomorrow morning. Shout out to Weezer. That was one of the first CDs I ever bought back in the day. First 3 CDs I ever purchased: Alice in Chains Facelift, Weezer the Blue Album, and Soundgarden Super Unknown. Fun fact. Mikey 1, have a magnificent remainder of your evening, my brother. I love you, and thank you so much for your help behind the scenes. If we could get one more shout out to Mikey, because he's doing a lot of work behind the scenes that you all don't even know about yet. So thank you as always, Mikey. We would not be able to do this without you, my brother. Oh, wonderful album. Damn right, Brian Smith. Robert Parkinson, have a wonderful night, my man. I was looking at your color wheel holiday today, Robert Parkinson. Mikey, it is hashtag JWAD, my man. That's a fact. All right, you legends. Well, I'm going to take my happy ass to bed, and I'm going to be on my A game for you tomorrow morning. Same junk time, same junk channel, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope to see each and every one of you then. Thank you again for another wonderful Wednesday, my friends. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Smoochies!
Brian Smith with his blades, slicing through the scene. Wax-packed dreams, a cardboard fiend. Marquise, not Marquise. Got that finesse, flipping cards, sharp minds. He's breaking the stress. Junk wax legends, pulling heat from the vibe. Collectors and breakers, we hustle and thrive. From hockey to big hits.
Thank you, Jeff.
Gamers collide in the cardboard kingdom where stories don't hide.
Good night, Linda.
Melody's got that hockey, Gretzky on ice. She knows the rare pulls, the cards are precise. Rachel stacks her deck, pulling breaks with flair. The vintage wave rising, the community's care. Junk wax legends, pulling heat from the vibe. Collectors and breakers, we hustle and thrive. From hockey to big hits, dreamers collide. In the cardboard kingdom where stories don't hide. Boxes stacked like skyscrapers high. Trading tales of rookies who fly. A gem in 10 or a cornered crease. Every card's a journey, a masterpiece. Underneath the gloss lies the heart and soul, the thrill of the hunt, that collector's goal. Brian, Mark, Melody, Rachel on call. Together we rise, cause the hobby's for all.
Humongous shout out to Mr. Jeff Hansen. Our favorite Axeman from Ohio, Mr. Tim Hudson. Andrew Shumper. James Erickson. Trevor Taylor. Andrew Shumper with 1,000 bomb. Mr. Blast Boogie. Danny Rendon. Trevor Taylor. Boston Bill Cormier. Thank you so much, you legends. Shout out to all the family over there on TikTok. Derek Dilly. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Jughead. Mr. Melcher. Mark Keys. Have a wonderful night, my man. Super Grover. Have a wonderful evening. Love you all so, so much.
Melody. Rachel on call. Together we rise, cause the hobby's for all.
Have a wonderful night, Matt Kenyon. Damn right, Trevor Taylor. Shout out to the Road Dogs.
Ooh, yeah.
Did we miss Baywatch?
Thank you so much, Johnny Ward. Cannot thank you enough for the kind words, big man. Looking forward to seeing your handsome face tomorrow morning.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
Emotional damage.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my.
Get the coat out of my face!
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow!
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
My Road Dogs, on this magnificent miércoles, a wonderful Wednesday, you already know. The entire day, from start to finish, deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Ooh, yeah.
I am humble in general.
I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo!
I got that Ric Flair.
Woo!
I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Dumbass.
Giggity, giggity.
There you go, you legends. Thank you again for another wonderful Wednesday. Much love and respect, and we will see each and every one of you incredible human beings. Same junk time, same junk channel, tomorrow morning. Thank you again, everybody. Sleep tight.